So this is probably the most important video of the lot. What we're going to do here is we're going to change it so it doesn't drop by 30 exactly every time. Here's what it looks like when it drops by 30 every time. Okay, but it drops just very steadily. We want it to be more random how it drops. So we're going to make a new variable, dim. I'll call it snow random. And this time it's going to be a decimal so that we can have a decimal place in it. So we've declared a new variable and we're going to calculate that. We're going to calculate what's in that every time we run through this loop. Every time this loop goes, and it will be snow random equals. And we're going to use a little mini program that Visual Basic will go off and work out the answer for, RND, and that just goes off and finds a random number, but as we found out in class, it won't be truly random. It will work out, we'll have to calculate a number, and then the next number will be calculated from that, and so forth. And because it always starts with the first number the same and does the same calculation, although it looks random, it will actually be a sequence of varying numbers. And when we use random, the number it makes is between 0 and 1. But we want to make a bigger number than that. So what we'll do is whatever the random number it comes back with, between 0 and 1, we will times that, using the star, by 30. That means we will get any number between 0 and 30 because we've times such a small number, a number less than 1 by 30 or up to 1 by 30. And then instead of always dropping by exactly 30, we will now drop by snow random. Any number between 0 and 30. And just to really make it so that it varies a lot more, if you remember from our talk, we said that RND doesn't make a true random number, but we can force it to do that by starting the calculation it uses using a number from the computer's clock. Okay, so the number will always vary, so whatever it starts with and then does its calculation to make a random number, that will be different each time now. And we use randomize, remember it's the American spelling. So this forces it to go off and find a different number to start with every time. And then RND just goes and does the same calculations. But because a new number's coming in, it really is properly random. So if I run that now, can you see it varies? Sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's a little. So I like that, I like the look of that, and I'll show you on the next program how we're going to stop it dropping off the bottom.